Howdy fishing folks, Rich Z here. If you enjoy this content or learn a little something from it, go ahead and hit the like button. And while you're at it, we'd appreciate it if you were to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell too. That way, YouTube will let you know whenever I upload a new video to the channel. Thanks a lot, and I hope you enjoy this video. This video was recorded on the lower end of the tidal Housatonic River, December 15th, 2021. I was overloaded with video from an incredibly good run of fishing early that month, so I saved some raw footage for editing when the weather shut down access to the fishing, as it most always does at some point in the winter. I finally had the opportunity to get around to this set, which was all pulled from one 17-minute GoPro file. I've searched through my records going back 15 years and can only find one other season where we had a run like this so far down the Housy so late in the year. This video shows the action on one drift of a little over a half mile within sight of the mouth of the river. A stiff breeze out of the east wouldn't let me just drift down the channel edge where I wanted to be, so I intermittently used the Minn Kota Rver on the bow to get myself back on course, as well as to slow my drift when I felt like I was moving too fast, or to lock myself in one spot while landing a fish. Every fish in this video was caught on a 7-inch ice shad finesse fish on a 1-ounce jig head on freshwater bass gear. I did try a lighter half-ounce head and caught a couple fish on it, but the bite was much steadier with the heavy head that I could more easily keep in contact with the bottom, so my half-ounce experiment didn't last too long. Since I only fished this stretch for about 20 minutes halfway through the outgoing tide, I didn't have much chance to experiment and fine-tune my approach, other than a half dozen casts with the lighter jig and smaller bait. I made one adjustment, going from that to the heavy jig and the bigger, flashier lure, and that did the trick well enough to just keep on chucking. As good as the bite was, I'm not sure if I would have made any effort to tweak my approach anyway, even if I had all afternoon. I did think about trying a jerkbait, but I wasn't really sure I had that box in the boat. No telling how many more fish I could have caught, but I had a self-imposed 2:30 shutdown time to ensure getting back to the ramp and on the trailer in time to get home and get the boat parked and covered before it started to get dark. It's tough to drive away from biting fish, but I really didn't want to deal with covering the boat in the dark, and hey, the fish would still be there tomorrow, right? They may have been there the next day too, but life interfered and I wasn't. When I was able to get back down to the river 2 days later, this area was devoid of fish, as were most of the other spots I'd been doing well at for the previous 2 weeks, and all our action appeared to have moved back up the river and gone deep.